Hey there, internets. This is Kyle coming to you once again for another episode on my journey from $0 to $1 million on this My Business Launch YouTube channel. Please hit subscribe and like and all that good stuff to be notified of the upcoming episodes that are coming to you. Today is Saturday as I'm recording this. Not sure what day it is when you're watching this, but nevertheless, had a good day. Obviously, did not have to go into the job today. Had a good time with the family. Hung out, did a little day trip to a town close by I wanted to check out, and that went well and enjoyed it. Had a good lunch together with everybody. And good time hanging out with my girls this afternoon and evening. Get them ready for bed, and then back to sitting down, seeing what I can do today for the business. I would say overall, I think I've had a maybe much more positive sort of viewpoint today. Of course, again, this I know is a kind of up and down roller coaster of emotions and thoughts and feelings, but again, the main thing is to continue to take action every day as we sort of march forward in terms of what we're actually contributing to get us to meet our goal of $1 million DotCom Club Award winner by next Funnel Hacker Live next September 2023. And I kind of say, I guess some of the positive things. Well, and let me preface this first. I think yesterday, I was really considering maybe I should do affiliate offers and started to dig a little bit more into that. And actually, ClickFunnels has a free affiliate boot camp, as they call it, that you can sign up for. And it has some training videos from various people of their super affiliates and kind of talks about, how they do what they do in terms of selling, ClickFunnels products. And again, I was sort of thinking, well, that's kind of a product I do believe in and think is valuable, so maybe I would do that. And I watched one of the videos, and it was good training, and I'll probably watch some of the other ones. But ultimately, though, I was thinking of more on what I really want to do for my PhD secrets business, which will start with a newsletter. And I don't know why it kind of dawned on me today, or didn't really dawn on me, but just something I was thinking about as I've relayed in the past videos, seeing other folks that are doing offering similar types of services to what I think I would offer, to engineers, career development sort of stuff. And I'm reminded about it every day because this one website that I signed up to get their free, I don't even know what it was, thing, he sends me emails every day as part of his, auto email sequence, right? So I'm reminded daily, which it's fine, it's good. I'm just kind of curious what he puts into his emails and what he likes to talk about. But once again, as I think I mentioned yesterday, his whole flow of things is very vanilla, very just, hey, here's all the cool things I do, and let's help you out in your career, blah, blah, blah. And that, along with kind of as I was working more on the newsletter today, which I'll show you here in a minute, I kind of got to thinking more of, I just don't want to do that. Hey, I'm just going to be a typical career coach and let's talk about cool career guidance stuff and talk about what your hopes and dreams are and blah, 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 blah. All that's important, but it's just, that's not really what I'm here to kind of sell myself as, I guess you could say. And so, again, back to the kind of being a magnetic personality in the magnetic marketing Dan Kennedy kind of mantra, I just thought, again, I should just be more of myself and again, I want to sell services to people that are like myself, which, I mean, I have a PhD, I'm an engineer, but I'm also just like an everyday dude, and I've done a variety of things, very unique things, I guess. I don't know anybody else that's had the similar experiences from, doing a lot of music related stuff. You might have noticed the guitars and ukulele up on my wall there, but played drums starting in high school, marching band sort of stuff, but carried that on several bands in college and post-college, in and out of, played some pretty big shows, all things while I was either going through my education or after my education. Just kind of fun hobby type of activity, but something I definitely took fairly seriously, and not that I would have ever quit my day job to go be a musician, because that's stupid, but just to say that it was definitely something I spent a lot of time doing. And outside of that, like, I've done real estate investing and had pretty good success in that, at least like one deal. I'm not saying I'm like an expert per se, but just got into that very recently. I've had dealt with various struggles over my life, bankruptcy, divorce, having a child with special needs, and prior to the divorce, etc., and having at one point basically kind of wiped out everything, like financially, and literally everything I owned fit into the back of a Prius that I drove across the country to start a new job. So, I'm just like anybody else, been through ups and downs in life, and that's more kind of what I want to show people about who I am and what I can sort of bring to the table as I'm helping them in their own career, right? Not just like, oh, I got a job doing this, and then I moved on to a job doing that, and therefore I believe I'm an expert to help you in your own journey. Like that, I just think is sort of lame to me anyway. I don't know. And so I want to be more real, more authentic, I guess you could say, in the materials I put together and how I present myself to, again, hopefully attract more people like me, which I think there's people like me out there, but I guess we'll find out depending on if anybody pays attention once I start trying to sell stuff, etc. And again, so then that kind of got me back to working on my newsletter, which, again, as I've mentioned in recent videos, have been really modeling both the Marketing Secrets No BS newsletter, this is Magnetic Marketing. This is Marketing Secrets, which is Russell Brunson's behind the scenes newsletter. And you'll notice very similar format. I can show you on the side, but that one won't work too well. Conveniently, two very similar. Again, Russell Brunson bought Magnetic Marketing, so these are basically all under the same umbrella. And if you sign up for the one, you get both of them. That's why they look very much similar. But I've literally modeled everything just as it is here. This page is very similar. I'll show you in a minute. Obviously, just 2-column text throughout, and something I've been working here on at the end is showing what Magnetic Marketing calls the ladder of success, which is sort of their membership model, and what Russell Brunson refers to as the value ladder. Sort of the various rungs of elevation you can kind of get to within his company. As you move up there, higher cost, but you get much more value out of that level that you might be at within that overall value ladder. So started to structure my newsletter accordingly, and so kind of going through that alone, even just kind of a dumb thing, but having to pick what picture I want to use on that first inner page, which I'll show you. And I still, maybe I haven't I'm obviously still have a lot of work to do, but tentatively put through in a picture that is not your just typical what you would expect me smiling, going, whatever, suit and tie, business dude, like, I'm here to offer you great career advice kind of vibe, but more so, hey, this is a picture of me, kind of real deal, no nonsense, who kind of at least part of who I am. And maybe it's something I would change every month or something, just to give people a slightly different vibe, I guess, of what I'm trying to convey, rather than just a super stuffy, hey, I've just got it all together and you should listen to me because I've been doing this for a long time, sort of thing. I mean, again, that's part of it, but there's more to it than that, right? So that's what I'm trying to focus on, and again, is something that Russell Brunson and others I've heard, I listen to talk about a lot, in terms of, as you're setting yourself up as this attractive character to your audience, to your customer base, it's important to show that you have flaws just like everybody else, because ultimately that just makes you more relatable to the people that are listening to you or reading your content or getting your coaching or whatever the case may be. So doing all you can to show that, hey, I'm not perfect and I don't know all the answers, but I'm, again, here to help share some of my experiences and how I dealt with different circumstances in my own life. And for the people that is applicable to, they are the ones that I would want to have pay me money, because I think I would really be able to help them in their circumstances. So anyway, I was just kind of thinking about that on and off as I was driving the family around and watching the kids play and whatnot. But let me shift gears here a little bit to show you where I'm at on the newsletter, which I think is looking pretty good. Pretty happy about it. Still a lot of work to do on kind of thinking about the content strategy overall, but I think of it a pretty good overall layout of the overall format that I would like to use. Again, very much modeling the newsletters I just showed you. But again, kind of going on with this name, off the record, PhD Secrets letter, whatever, just random title here for kind of the main maybe theme of this newsletter. Overall, I got my nifty logo up here on one side, showing the month off on the other corner, highlighting that they have a members area, which is something obviously I will have to set up. And there would be various things conceivably for them to look at there. Then on the first kind of inner page, this is what they would see as they flip it open. See my lovely mug there. Founder, great thing. And then boom, article down the side here. And then initial kind of article starting right off the bat. As such, cool stuff. And then here then I just kind of generated a handful of additional pages with generic text for now, but got all my footers set up and headers that how I'd like it to look. Of course, scattered through this text, you'd have maybe images or whatnot scattered out to break up the text, but a nice 2-column format overall. And then as we go here to the kind of what will be on the final inner page, first literally just kind of blueprinted, again, legal disclaimer, terms of use stuff that are on the other newsletters I saw, and then started to piece together my value ladder. Now I think I have a good idea of what this ladder looks like, and I do sort of envision the 4 tiers as is shown here, at least right now. And again, this is kind of a step up in price in terms of what a customer would be paying, and a step up in the value that they're getting, right? So initially, I would obviously want to pull in people that don't want to spend any money with me, and that's fine, but encourage them, of course, to check out the content that I plan to put out on the YouTube channel, which, should be hopefully informational for people that want maybe small nuggets of information or specific topics that I might talk about there. So that's the main PhD Secrets YouTube channel. These boxes, I need to kind of type up some description of what that will look like. And then gold membership is what I envision would be a relatively low ticket membership, which would really just will get them access to this newsletter, monthly newsletter, printed, mailed to their house, as well as electronic copy on the membership site. And maybe there would be a couple of bonuses there of certain master classes or something like that. And pricing wise, I think I'm thinking about like $47 a month or something for this gold membership. I currently pay $97 a month or $99, whatever, basically $100 for the magnetic marketing newsletter, which you do get like 2 newsletters a month with that deal. But yeah, so I think I'm kind of maybe in the ballpark. Again, given that this is a newsletter that's very focused on a very specific type of audience, not just something any generic random person might have interest in and would think like, oh, why would I pay $47 when I can pay like $3 a month to subscribe to something else, right? So again, being sure that the products are very targeted to very specific people who can see the value of getting this specific information because it hits their specific needs. So that's what I'm thinking there. Next level will be diamond membership. So again, very much following a magnetic marketing kind of framework in terms of how they have their ladder. Diamond would, still get you the access to the newsletter every month, the printed one, and available electronically on the membership site. But then also through the membership site, like every month, I would maybe record a quote unquote master class talking about some specific topic that of course they would have lifetime access to. Well, as long as they're members, they would have access to those, and those would stay within the membership site for them to look at whenever. And what else? They would have a monthly Q&A call that they'd be able to jump on with me to answer any questions they might have, and then maybe there would be some type of online forum I would get them all into, so they could have a community that they feel like they're a part of there and can get feedback from each other over the course. And I've thought about maybe if I should offer some kind of like, I don't know, email or some level of communication with me if they had a more one-on-one type of question. I'm not quite sure if I want to do that at this level, at the diamond membership level, but still got to figure that out. But nevertheless, it gets them, a little bit more personalized support to maybe their specific needs. Again, that's available. And then all those Q&A calls would also be recorded and also dumped onto the membership site, so they could go and listen to those whenever they wanted to. And this, I was thinking maybe it would be priced like around $147 a month. Which again, the magnetic marketing, if you go up to their diamond membership level, it's like $300 a month. So I think $150, not bad. And then finally, Inner Circle would be where I'd be offering more one-on-one or some sort of personalized coaching, where they would get more direct access to me specifically. And that's where I'm not sure if I want to do that on the diamond membership level. Maybe only the diamond membership level, that's more of like a group coaching type setting. So yes, maybe I could answer the question, but it would have to be in the audience of their peers. For Inner Circle, it's like, oh, now we'll have direct, maybe bi-weekly calls, one-on-one, and accountability emails or something like that to get them really focused support for their needs. And then they would have a sign up for a membership, maybe like 6 months or something, that they would get this more direct contact to me, and probably on the order of, thinking like $5,000 is what I'd like to probably charge for that. But again, I'm not too sure. I definitely want to make it a pretty high ticket thing, because it's obviously I will only be able to support so many at that level just because time, obviously. And to meet the $1 million mark that I'm looking for. Again, with the number of people, I need to bump up the price pretty high to meet those metrics. So, oh jeez, it's getting late. Oh, excuse me. So that is thus the end of the letter. Here were some other my pictures that I was throwing in. So it is, again, to kind of show you, like, yeah, I could use this typical stuffy, work appropriate photo, slightly older one of just, hey, me hanging out. A pretty unique one of me in full on mustache mode from a few years back. Again, a little more relaxed version, and me in cool band mode when I was taking some band photos by a moving train. So ultimately picked this one for now, just because I kind of like it, even though I don't have a mustache anymore. But again, I think it maybe gets people asking, like, hey, who's this? This is kind of an odd picture. Who is this dude really? And again, I guess that's that's the whole point of these things. You want to give somebody a visual that makes them sort of think, like, start to ask questions about what this is interesting. I'm curious about this. Maybe I should, dig in more and, actually maybe get them focused on reading what's in the newsletter, etc. That's that. I think I'll leave it there for now. So this one's a little bit longer today. But yeah, overall feeling pretty good. Still got a ton of work to do, but keep pushing out. So until next time, peace.